and shit. I noticed that long time ago. I ain't gonna lie, but I see don't nobody care. When I say nobody, the elder people don't care. These people be out here getting baptized, claiming they changed their life. Ain't changed shit. You still on the same shit. Why is you lying on? You don't believe in God. So you saying stuff and saying that you of that nature, you don't believe just because you walk the walk. That don't mean you really believe in it. You trying to prove it to who? When I come in the picture, you can't be mad at me. I didn't walk the walk. I didn't talk the talk and walk the walk and still walking the walk without having to talk the talk. But my thing is, I'm smart enough to know where to put my time at. I'm smart enough to know how to chalk up a loss and move on with my life. And like, okay, I'm gonna let that work itself out. You know, I'm smart enough. And the bad thing about it is for me is, you want the reward in the end for some shit that you lied about in the beginning. That's just like you saying you a dope boy and you know what I'm saying, you don't invest no time in doing what a dope boy do. That's just like saying you're an artist and you don't invest your time in what an artist do. That's just like saying you a truck driver and you don't even got your CDLs. You never hooked up a truck to a trailer. You never got in a truck and rolled in the truck and watched them pop the air gauge and all. They ain't never seen that. And most of the days the truck's automatic these days, so you know what I'm saying. But my thing is, I had nothing to hide. My biggest thing is all my information public. Everybody information public. Little do they know. And if anybody right now in America, damn near in a different country, anybody in America, I can find out where you stay at. If you got a name, if you got a legal name, I can find out where you stay at. It's simple. So folk be hollering about they scared of the internet. I'm not scared, man. Whatever. I'm not rich, and I ain't gonna say I'm not trying to, but I doubt I ever get. And if I do, if I get $1 million, I'm gonna stop all the flashy shit. If I get $1 million, I'm going to shop at Walmart. I'm already shopping at Walmart. If I get $1 million, I'm shopping at Walmart. You feel me? Like all my clothes gonna be Walmart brand, like, and then everything else I'm just gonna put it on the shelf and go tuck away in the storage unit somewhere. You know what I'm saying? People be hollering about I be having bullshit. Like, I can see through your bullshit. Like, what is you talking about, whoa? Like, see through my bullshit. I gotta go talk to the world. I know half of these folk don't care, and the other half, they just be watching to see what I had to say so they can think they can put two and two together. That cool. Everybody be like to call me mean and I'm controlling and this and that and I want it my way. No, if you have a conversation with somebody, you should uphold that agreement. If you don't uphold that agreement, then go renegotiate. Don't just bail out and do some unloyal shit that you didn't agree to that. You know what I'm saying? And then you get mad at me when I make my decision. What the fuck? Shit, you made yours. You feel me? You made your decision. I get to make mine. But I had to find out the truth on my own versus you telling me the truth versus me telling you the truth. Now, like I say, man, they got this 50-50 law already. People be hollering about child support and this and that. That's what's wrong with these women. That's since the 80s. That's what's been wrong with these women. Since the 70s. That's what's been wrong with these women because they want child support. You crazy. You thought you saw a good check, didn't it? You thought you saw a check. You goofy as hell. You goofy as hell. And if the one that you did get to be goofy like that, you funny as hell. And the funny thing about it is 90%, damn near 95, 98% of the women out here like that, bro. So I see why most men don't want kids, because they done seen most folk go through what they had to go through about these goddamn kids. All I'm gonna say, please God, just take care of my kids. Cause the folks that take care of them don't believe in God. They don't have no faith in that being a real thing. People can say what they want to say about me. I don't care. Like I say, I'm gonna keep saying this. The hatred that people have for me brings them together. When people come to me one-on-one, they go to badmouthing everybody in their camp. I don't be badmouthing folks in my camp. I just state the facts. They be making up some shit to say about they folk. They folk ain't did shit. They got me over here like, well, shit, I ain't gonna put my hands on it then since they like that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I won't communicate with them, but it's like, all right, that ain't my business. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about. It sound like, but I'm not finna act like I believe that shit. I don't want you to think I believe that shit. Man, I'm not no kiss ass. I'm not finna be over here kissing your ass if you don't like me. If you function with me, speak like you function with me. But if you come around and you tiptoeing and you playing, that mean you bullshitting. I don't like people who be tiptoeing around me. Don't tiptoe around me, just be real. And I'm gonna be real with you. If I'm too real for you, then you got the right to exit. Everybody ain't gonna be real. And you just gotta accept that. Everybody not gonna be real. 1% of the folks out here gonna be real. And that's like of a Caucasian descent. And it be moments where they'll lie to you too. So don't get it twisted. Like I say, it's 98%, and that includes other descent of people. You know what I'm saying? Especially the Jews, you know what I'm saying? Nothing towards them, because, you know, I got a couple Jewish lawyers, so it's nothing to y'all, boys. Nothing to y'all. But, yeah, man, I ain't come to be here that long. I just kind of do me a little lunchtime special, a little 30-minute special real quick, you know what I'm saying? Look. Like I say, I don't know what it is about people when they think there's something wrong with me. No, it's nothing wrong with me. I see what you got going on. I see your program. Okay, cool. You allow kids to lie and make up these imaginary lies about you, and you cool with that as long as they getting what they want out the deal. They can lie about you all day and lie on you and make you seem like the bad guy all day, as long as they come back to you and mind they motherfucking manners and bite their motherfucking tongue and kiss ass and shit like that. You cool with that? Okay. Alright. I'm not a kiss ass. So I'm not finna be nowhere where I feel like I have to kiss nobody ass, bend over and do what they ask me, tell me to do. Not ask, cause niggas don't be asking. Niggas be trying to tell you like you they slave or something like that. I gotta shake it. I gotta shake shit. And you mad cause I told you the first time that I ain't your bitch. And I ain't your, so now you wanna play like, now you gotta fake it. Now you gotta fake like you care. Cause you see you can't get nothing out of me. Now you gotta fake like you care. So you can try to get something out of me. I don't want you to care. If you don't care, get on. Look, I can do bad by myself. And somebody stealing something from me, that's a materialistic thing. You think it's gonna you don't hurt my feelings when you do weird shit like that. It just show your worth. It shows your worth. When you go do drugs, methamphetamine and crack cocaine and alcoholism, all that shit is bad for you. But don't nobody want to admit that because they so stuck on it. You don't want to admit it. You can't look your kids in the face and say you do that shit. You can't look your kids in the face and say you do that. That ain't... You not gonna do it. You not gonna do it. You not gonna look your kids in the face and say you do them drugs. You can make up whatever excuse in the world and say whatever. And like I say, people will make up whatever excuse on me and make it seem like I said something and I did something. You did this, you did that. If I did, what did you do? Everywhere I go, I'm the only person taking accountability for what I did because I don't do nothing that I'm ashamed of. I don't do nothing that I can't restate or re-say. But in the real world, I'm not finna be the only person taking accountability for everything that's going on in the situation, so you can try to make yourself look like you good and cool and dandy. See, he's so stupid. He'll always tell on himself, but he'll try to save my face and not tell on me. No. That's what you want me to do. That's what everybody want me to do for them. No, fuck y'all. Fuck you. You're a dope fiend. You know you is. And you hoe. And you know you do. Stop it. Like, you keep playing with me about my kids, and then when the government come for your ass, now you gonna be like, here. I can't stand it. Again, if y'all come together and politic and have a good time because of me, even if you hate me, my mission was accomplished. That was my whole ordeal. I want everybody to be happy, even if I'm not in the mix. If I swear to God, right hand to the man, my feelings is not hurt. But as long as y'all having a good time and I know you having a good, I'm cool. But all that backbiting and down talking and then you lying, I don't say nothing about you. You said it already. You said what you had to say. And you stood on it and left it alone because I didn't come around showing face. I'm not finna come to no confrontation. That's a waste of time and energy. Especially if you can't uphold an agreement that we have in the beginning when we first initially had one. Why am I still wasting my energy talking to you? You can't even be real about nothing. You can't even uphold an agreement. I'm not finna show up to no function and with no funky attitude. I showed up. That's stupid. You didn't want to be there and you still showed up. That is retarded. That is retarded. It's different if you paying bills and you going to work or something like that. But just showing up at a function to have a confrontation with somebody, that's stupid. You could have been doing something so much better with your time. That is stupid. Y'all folk crazy. Y'all folk crazy. And y'all want me to crash out. Y'all want me to crash. Hey, don't nobody care about him. You know, he get to jail, they gonna try to kill him. The way he be acting. Ain't nobody gonna try to kill me, bro. I stand up for myself. I own everything that I do. I never let nobody cause anybody harm to me, for real, for real. You can say what you want to say all day. That shit don't mean nothing, because people change. They love you. They hate you. They'll love you again. People put my dick in their mouth and put my balls in their mouth, literally, and still be hating. How you hate me so bad, but you eat me up so good? It's weird. It's so weird. You have a baby with a nigga and you don't like him. It's weird. I haven't said nothing wrong. I just don't want your nonsense spilling off into my life. It's not funny to me. To watch you suffer and you do that to yourself, it's not funny. It's depressing. It's depressing to watch you put yourself through a suffering state and you could be doing so much better stuff with your life and your time. Nah. Like I say, the important stuff in my life, the only things that I feel like I don't have, most importantly, would be my offspring. But other than that, I got all the important. I got myself, I got my health, I got my mind, I got a clean, I want to say clean bill of health. I'm healing, but I damn near got a clean bill of health. Okay, cool. Like I say, most people that I ever got close to eventually had a falling out with me. And I don't know what that is. One day I might find somebody who can put me on game and actually be square with me, like be honest. All right, I got you, kinfolk. I don't want to hold you back from nothing you want to do. When I say lie so much, you lie so much to the point where it's just sad, bro. It's just sad the world we living in. And I got to go back on all my lives and reclip all this shit and clip it. Cause I got so much good shit in these lives, nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. I got so much good shit in these lives, it ain't even funny. But like I say, man, my biggest thing is making sure that these kids straight. Like I say, folks that's grown, you can't do nothing for them. And I see why Mississippi's so behind, because don't nobody, the mamas, the daughters, the daddies, admit that don't nobody want to bring that part up. They just say competition. No, with competition comes sabotage, because everybody want to be number one. I don't want to be number one. I can learn from number one, but I don't want to be number one. Y'all can have it too much. Y'all coming for my top too much. If I'm number two, you still coming for my top because you want to be close to number one. When you can't control your bowels, you are dying. So I don't want you to get that fucked up around me where you pissing and shitting on yourself and don't remember what you did last night. Wake up and dookie and piss and leave the shit track. Leave the shit trail behind you every time you step your foot, because you stepped in some shit. Even if you clean it off, it still stink a little bit. But that's my thing. And people keep on saying shit like, you trying to take the baby. Well, fuck that baby. We can't do nothing about it. We can't do nothing about it. So then what? You just gonna watch me every day? You gonna watch me in envy every day and be mad. And then when the child grow up to be great, maybe the president, you gonna show up and say, I knew you always can be the president. I knew you was smart. A child needs proper growth and development and grooming. A child don't need you with your funk ass feelings every day doing all this weird shit to this child, tearing this child down because how you feel about somebody else, or you using them as an excuse to take your anger of the world out. You mad at your mama and somebody putting their hands on you, raping you or something like that, and you blaming all these other folk, and now you found somebody you think you could take your anger out on because you feel like you got a valid reason. You don't. You lied about the valid reason because all the shit that transpired, you transpired it all on your own. I'm not finna let nobody kill me. I'm not finna let nobody just stab me, beat my ass, and steal from me. Y'all crazy, man. Folks is crazy, bro. Folks is crazy. I'm out here being the best man I can be, but that don't matter in this world. I'm telling you, it's all that matters in this world is what you can prove. So you better keep your paperwork, better keep your audio, video tight, better keep all that together. I'm just saying. What I be preaching to be for the kids, it do not be for you old ass niggas, cause y'all don't give a fuck. If y'all gave a fuck, half of these kids would be alright. But everywhere I turn left and right, it's the wrong people. And by the time the right people get to me, they see I'm so damaged, they be like, I can't save him. They done damaged him so bad. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say that I can't be fixed. It's to say that I don't see nothing different. If I go to a different community and I see the same thing, I see that it's everywhere. It's no running away from it. You feel me? Ain't no getting up and going over here because they doing that over there too. Ain't no getting up and going over here because they doing that over there too. So why is you running? I'm not running. Why is you running? I am not running. That's my point I'm making. Of course, I want to get me somewhere where I got more space in between me and my neighbors, where I got trees and fence line and shit like this. So if I do catch a nigga, I caught his ass back there in the past or somewhere, stanked his ass and put him in the hog pen and let the hogs have it. You feel me? I want something like that. I want to catch you running. You give me something to hunt now. You feel me? You all the way out here on my land playing these games at this time of night. Okay, cool. And I got cameras out there in the woods. Okay. And I got all my alerts on now. I'm at the crib. Now I got this big old house and I'm not worried about my phone going dead. I got one phone for notifications and I got one phone for emergency mandatory calls. So all the notifications before the phone, this phone probably have a battery pack on it because it's going to be ding, 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 ding all day. And I'm just checking notifications all day. You know what I'm saying? Had the Facebook or the phone calls, all the social medias. I don't have those notifications on right now because they burn your phone now. So it's like, you feel me? Long story short, man, like I say, man, I gotta chop this shit up, man. I gotta chop this shit up and push it to the world, man, so the world know what's going on, man. Like I say, I love y'all, bro. Most people, they be thinking I just be on some bullshit because of what they hear from another motherfucker and I don't show up to attest to it. Why am I defending myself for some shit that was made up about me? I'm not finna be defending no lies. Why? Just ask me what happened and I can tell you what happened despite what you heard or what you finna say out your mouth that you heard. Ask me what happened in this situation and I'll tell you what happened. Now you go to adding extra sauce on it, like, well, you did this, said such. Why? Well, how you gonna prove you didn't do it? Like, you already sound like you believe them. What you mean? How I'm gonna prove? You ain't even. I told you what happened. You adding sauce on there. If that ain't what I said, that ain't what it was. Don't add extra sauce on there. If that's not what I said out my mouth, that's not what it was. If that's what I said out my mouth, then that's what it was. If that's not what I said, that's not what it was. So again, my biggest thing is trying to make sure people understand, like, I am who I say I am, and me trying to plead to you is just a waste of my time because you don't care. No way. That's the whole reason you live with the negative narrative. Because if you cared, you would have asked me instead of just assume because I'm being nice. I'm being nice because that's who I want to be. I'm not being nice because I have to. Why? Why be aggressive every time you talk to somebody? That is weird. And every time I talk to people, that's how they talk to me. You just can't take a real person. You want somebody to lollygag and flabbergast with you all day. Y'all weird. Life too short for y'all to be acting like that. Like y'all don't want nothing for y'all self. And when I see people at work working their day job, that's different. This might be what you want to do. You might want to work for somebody for the rest of your life. And you can say it's not about you working for nobody, but that's what the end of the day, if you don't got your own firm or nothing like that, then you working for somebody. Oh, well, cool. I'll be working for somebody. They pay me, and I get to enjoy the rest of my life. Nah, 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 nah. Okay, cool. That's fine. That means you don't really want to make a difference too far from this one thing right here, and you cool with it. That's fine. And that's not me. That's not me. Everything that you can do, not saying I can do better, but I can do it too. The only thing I probably can't do yet is be a brain surgeon because I don't know enough about the brain or cortex. I don't know enough about it. The moment I do, I might feel like that moment may come where I could be obligated to go at a malpractice. But again, my thing is, like I say, man, I love hard, bro. And when people try to make me out to be a bad guy, it's just sad because it's like I say, I'm happy that you guys are coming together and you using me as the glue. You using your negative energy of me as the glue. You know when you got a bond, you need a negative and a positive, right? To make a bond. So if y'all two negatives and I'm the positive, that form the bond. You feel me? Y'all two negatives and I'm the positive that form the bond. But y'all canceled me out. Y'all made me the negative in the midst of y'all trying to become positive. That's cool. I know quantum physics. I know how atoms work. I know how solvent bonds and chemical bonds and polar bonds and bio bonds. I know how all that work. I get that. The funny thing is most other people don't. You don't get the psychology. You don't get the autonomy. You don't get the biology. You don't get the physics of the situation. You don't get the quantum physics. You know, it's like it's so many other things in life that you're not, the autonomy, the biology, you feel me? You don't have it in perspective. When you doing what you're doing, you just whatever feel right at the moment because it's a majority rule. That's sad. But that's what this country is built off of. So I guess in the end, I just need to go to another country or something like that where I can have me enough space. And if I got to handle my business, I just handle my business. All right, I'm at the point now with trust. Trust not a real thing. I can crack a couple jokes with you, make you laugh, but it's got to be strictly business. Yeah. That's just how it is. Like I can't be friendly with nobody, and it's sad. You can barely be friendly with kids because just think about it. If they parents at home doing the same bullshit that I'm talking about, eventually they gonna pick up those mannerisms. They gonna feel like that's what they supposed to do. Because you doing it, I feel like that's what I gotta do. I feel like I'm supposed to be out here doing the same thing you doing. If you out here talking down on folk, everybody that you see, and you cracking jokes about how ugly they is every time you pass them, most kids gonna feel like that's what they supposed to be doing. I never felt like that's what I was supposed to be doing as a child. I'm not gonna lie to you. I never felt like when I heard somebody else saying some shit about another motherfucker, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I never felt like I need to talk about somebody every time I see them. No. I'm thinking about something totally different from that person when I see them. I see them, okay, that's what's up. I see you're a human being. You get the same respect as everybody else until you show me otherwise. So, excuse me. Unless you show me otherwise, you feel me? All these manners and to each other as well. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody come with in politics, like in this world, everybody lie. I get it. But where are we gonna draw the line where we need to start telling the truth? Like who gonna be in control of the truth? Like, and I'm not talking no judge, cause some of these judges don't do right. Nobody's perfect. So how we out here doing all this shit? You feel me? I understand nobody perfect. But what qualify you to be all of this and all of that? The more I think about the shit, the more it just pisses me off. Like, you can't even trust some judges out here. You feel me? Let alone your mayor, you can't trust your mayor, can't trust your politicians, can't trust whoever. You just gotta get what you can get and keep going and keep pushing, and that shit's sad. And we got all these positions where people put in position to make sure that the country ran right and everybody in the country taken care of and accounted for. But don't nobody want to do right. Everybody want to beef the numbers, put the money in their pocket, and watch the people in the city suffer, especially the people who did them wrong coming up. They family members, they kids, they grandkids, they want to see all them suffer and shit like that. That's weird, bro. That's all the way weird. Like I said, I'm pro-life, man. I don't want to hurt nobody for real, but people that made me had to do something to them. If you put your hands on me or you threatening my life, I gotta do something to you. You mad because I'm telling the truth about you? Why is you doing shit that I have to say? If you don't want nobody to put what you forming, what you doing into words, don't do it. Don't do it. Again, there's no rules in life. People keep giving you good rules to say you'll live a longer life if you do it like this. That's cool. But really at the end, there's no rules in this shit. I done watched people die from a lie. I done watched people get killed from somebody lying on them. And they can't come back to defend themselves. And the same person that killed them got themselves killed because you was believing that person. Now your head on the chopping block. And that person set both of y'all up so both of y'all can get out the way of the lie that they wanted to withhold. It's a dirty game out here, bruh. It's a dirty game out here, bruh. And like I said, I'm cool by myself. That's fine. I ain't big nobody to rock with me. You know what I'm saying? When the fruits of my labor come, most of the time that's when people show up. They don't show up when I'm struggling. They don't show up when I need them. They don't show up when I get the fruits of my labor. Like, okay, let's say I pull 10 racks out right now. Somebody gonna call me. Let's say I pull 100 racks out. A bunch of people gonna call me. I pull 100 racks out right now, all with the band still on them. You know what they gonna do? They gonna do everything going behind my back to try to sabotage, to try to find a way to get something out of me without me knowing. They gonna do that first. They finna call lawyers. Oh, he got that much. Oh, we finna get him. See that? See, he got it. He got it. No, stop it. You weird. You weird. You weird. You weird. You weird, bruh. You weird. You don't like the truth? Stop doing shit that's the truth. Stop doing that weird ass shit that somebody gotta tell the truth about. Stop it. You feel me? But I feel like I done talked enough. I got like 9 more minutes. I'm gonna do an hour. I was gonna do 30 minutes, but I'm gonna do an hour. I got like 9 more minutes. I gotta make a phone call though. Hold up, what time is it? Nah, I'm finna get up out of here, man. I love y'all. Like I say, man, look, I gotta come put the truth on here so that way when I double back and I clip everything and I give everything to these lawyers and all that good stuff, I got all my documentation. That's my whole purpose. This whole year, that's what I've been doing. I just been documenting. Every time something happen, I document it. I write it down, get all my information, all the files and all this stuff together, and I get it together so when I go to court, it's all in the line. My thing is teaching people how to take care of themselves, how to be self-sufficient. You need to learn your laws. The moment you learn your laws, your life gonna be 10 times easier. You hear me? The moment you learn your laws, your life gonna be 10 times easier. And you wanna know how your life gonna be 10 times easier? Because you're gonna be making decisions based on what you know you can and can't do. And if you know the laws in every country and every state, you'll move around properly how you want to based off with the understanding of what you know what's going on in this world. I know the laws in 6 states right now. And I only lived in 3. Yeah, 3. I only lived in 3 states. I know the laws of 6 states and I only lived in 3 states. Like I say, look, for me, this ain't no halfway shit I'm doing. This some real life shit I've been doing and I'm gonna keep doing. You feel me? You without a lie, you weird. Withholding information is different. Like somebody asks you something you don't answer it. That's different. Like you change the subject and I have to answer the question. That's different. but you openly lying about it, that's weird. Somebody asking you something, you not answering and changing the subject. I can see that. That's cool. You made sure you didn't lie. You made sure you didn't lie. But like I said, man, look, my whole ordeals, I love hard, bro. And like I say, it's for the kids. Everybody keep trying to say, "Oh, you said it for the." I love y'all too, but I can't get no understanding with you, so ain't no point in us having a conversation. If I can't get no type of understanding, a positive to retract from the situation, because two negatives will destroy each other, cancel each other out. The positive would be they will be no longer existing. That's the positive, and two negatives come together. They will no longer exist. But when a positive come in between two negatives, for them to stick together, that one positive have to cancel out. If you know how polar opposites work. Again, this is just, it's natural. Like, I'll be having I had no feelings about this shit. Like, people be wanting me to, look, so, okay, I'm not gonna lie about this part.